What have the nation been talking about?
You thought anything? What's happened to you?
The horse sandwiches.
Oh, the horse sandwiches.
They've been talking about horse.
The horse sandwiches is a really nice way of putting it.
I'd love a horse sandwich. Who doesn't? Yeah, but it was the burgers, and they got tested, and it's full of horse and badger.
Don't know if there was badger in it, but there was definitely... And it happened in Ireland, didn't they? They tested the burgers and they said it's 30% horse was one of the burgers.
Good.
Have you eaten horse?
Yeah, I've eaten horse, yeah. What? I've eaten horse.
Where did you eat horse?
Where do I eat horse? In a horse restaurant. Yeah, a horse salad. I like it in a salad, just a big lump of horse on the top. Okay, I like salad niçoise, where you have a piece of tuna. I just have salad, a big lump of horse on the top.
You said the people who kind of made the horse burgers...
Yeah.
...said it was a mistake. It can't be a mistake. How do you unless they've mistaken a horse for a cow?
I think it's a bit more like, you know when you get dolphin in tuna?
Oh,
you know,
we're back to tuna again.
Yeah, and you know when you catch your cows, you go out into the field with a big net to catch a load of cows. and you occasionally you'll get a couple of horses.
Yeah.
So that's why if you buy a burger, you should always get a horse-friendly burger.
Yeah, yeah. So you throw the net over and you drag them all off to the squashing plant. They just squash them, dry the burgers.
In fairness, what has happened, right? I mean, OK, some of the burgers were 29% horse, and that is a lot of horse in a burger. If you're expecting it to be a burger, you could eat a horse and cart, and it wouldn't be 29% horse. In fact, though, some of them are only like 0.01%, and they said it wasn't necessarily horse meat. It wasn't like strands of horse that you pull out between your teeth. It was horse DNA. And that could be anything. And I'll stop you there, Jimmy. What that could have been, that could have been the horse in the field who said, "Where are my mates gone?" And all the cows, I'm going to follow their footpath and I'm going to find them. And they follow them all the way into an abattoir and see that they've been turned into burgers. And the horse just cried into the burgers. That is enough to have horse DNA in your burger. That's what probably could have happened.
Yeah.
I don't think it stacks up.
Horse is the very best thing to have in your burger. I mean, the shit that goes into, like, 8 burgers for 30... Like, the prices at Aldi and Lidl, I wouldn't be surprised if there was horse meat in their bananas.
Well, now you're saying...
Just fill shit. There's 3% jockey in those Tesco burgers. Just fucking grinding stuff in.
There's also a case of, they haven't tested haggis. I mean, what's in that? I would say a punt on at least 5% meerkat. I think all this fuss about horse burgers, do people know about glue? Do they know what's in glue?
Good point.
It's horses. Your Pritt stick is probably 25% Shergar.
The imagination that came up with the idea, when you look at a horse, that would be sticky.
Yeah.
If you do the right things to it, and why just horses? You know, people look at cows and it's not going to work the same way.
Yeah.
Horse.
It's a similar one with lobsters, actually. You know, you imagine the person who first dredged up probably the scariest-looking animal on the earth from the bottom of the sea and went, you know what? Let's boil that alive and have it for a starter. Be delicious.
What's the weirdest meat you've had?
I've had reindeer. Delish.
Yeah.
Until my kid said, "You ate Rudolph." I was like, "Are you still believing in Rudolph?" He's 18. And... but I'd eat anything. Hamster...
Is there anything? Is there anything at all? I didn't say anything. Want to be good.
Don't be ridiculous.
Maybe that's a new
I'm
show.
Jewish.
If you eat meat all the time, the chances are... Like every football game you go to, some bloke comes up with a caravan that he's stuck a grill in, and he goes, "You want meat?" And you just go, "Yeah, it's £2." And then you eat it. You don't know what's in there. Could be bloody anything, couldn't it? They did investigations at all the football grounds, and one of the things I read was Swansea City were selling out-of-date pate. I just thought, what's happened to football? Swansea City fans at games going, "Bryn, does this pate taste like to you?" It's a bit tart. I can't tell if that's because the apricots clashing with the cardamom or if it's...
Let's have a look and see if horse sandwiches is up there. Yes, indeed. been talking about there are traces of horse meat have been found in several supermarket burgers. Silvercrest Food, one of the suppliers of the horse meat contaminated burgers, is said to be an award-winning company. And it turns out the award they won was the Grand National in 2012. What else have people been talking about this week?
The horse burgers, it's gone mad. It's affected Burger King, and that's what seems to surprise people. But if your main burger is called a Whopper, that's a fair admission that even you don't know what's inside it. Yeah, you want a flame-grilled Whopper, do you? Get that downside you, I'm not going to tell you. Even their fish burgers have got seahorse in it.
I don't understand the fuss. I really don't. We eat cows, pigs, chickens.
Yeah.
Everyone's known for years that sausages are basically lips and labia and toenails. What's wrong with a bit of horse?
Didn't the French company who made a lot of these meals, though, these packaged meals with the horse meat in it, they said they've defended themselves by saying there's no taboo about eating horse in France. But they missed the point because the fact is we didn't know there was horse meat in it, so we didn't have the choice.
It's better now it's a French company. Isn't there a company called, like, Gel Pack or something that sounds
Tommy
rank?
Gel.
Yeah, that sounds rank anyway. But the first few companies were all called, like, O'Cuddleton's Orchard and things like that. It just sounded like one little farmer who's got, I've got a few things, and sometimes one dies a bit and I'll put it in a burger.
Apparently Finder's beef lasagnas were 100% horse.
Yes!
100%. 100%, so what, not even any pasta? That's terrible. Sure, you need some cheese for it to be a lasagna. It was layers of horse on top of horse, with sprinkled horse on top of that. So would you eat horse?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fussy eater.
That's a lovely way, but I'm not a fussy eater.
This Christmas, instead of a turkey, we had a horse. We had a horse, and on the table there, with all the trimmings.
All the trimmings.
You took on quite a lot when you said, I'll have a leg. You know, it's lovely horse.
Massive giblets.
We had a we had a donkey
radish.
inside it. We had a donkey inside it.
And inside the donkey, what?
Well, we had a koala.
Koala.
What I want to know is, what are the cows doing that were meant to be in the burgers? Where are they hiding? Have they sneaked off somewhere? They've like not gone into work.
There's a couple down here, actually.
And now they're all hiding, disguised somewhere. Are they like the French Resistance? Are they living in people's houses?
A very good thing will come out of all this, that people in general, whatever you eat, even if you eat, like, corn, you still don't know what's in it. People are far too trusting of packaging. We just buy something. Tesco packaging might as well just say on it, close your eyes, open your mouth, Tesco, go and give you... Even no idea, just eat this shit. It's brown, it's meaty.
What's the end of that phrase? Close your...
It's open your mouth, close your eyes. Tesco gonna give you a good surprise.
You really... Do you have a look and see where the horse meat is up there? Yes, the controversy over horse meat continues. Tesco pulled products off their shelves this week. That is a case of shutting the stable door after the horse has bolted into the mincer at the meat processing plant. What have the nation been talking about this week?
Well, this week I've counted 86 sheep, about 32 cows, 7 ducks, but I haven't seen a single horse. None. So something's going on. The meat scandal.
The meat scandal.
The horse meat's
and
gone
there's
mad,
like,
isn't
it's
it?
sort of rolled on this week, and they're saying it might be deliberate. This isn't just an accident.
Horses throwing themselves into abattoirs.
Apparently, it's criminal gangs have been doing this. Criminal gangs from Poland, Romania and Russia are suspected of orchestrating a conspiracy worth millions of pounds by passing off horse meat as beef. What do you think? What did you...
Well, the whole problem with the story is that it's now screwing with all our notions of what we like. I thought I liked beef, but actually I like horse. I'm very confused now, you know.
It's getting more ridiculous because now there's donkey is also being mentioned, and the man said yesterday they hadn't yet tested for dogs and rats. And then where do you go after that? Dead relatives, ex-members of Destiny's Child, the last pope.
Oh, no, this is my favourite quote of the whole thing. This is from the Findus website. They state they use the best ingredients and a generous pinch of imagination. This imagination tastes a bit like a horse.
Is it to do with the decline in arts and crafts?
Tell me more, Paul.
Well, because people are not doing so much in the arts and crafts, they're not using glue as much. And that's why they're having to put it all in the burgers. So if they could get more children back into crafts, then they could use horses again for their proper purpose, which is glue.
When I saw the whole horse meat scandal, I didn't really care. Because I'm not a fan of horses. I've intentionally eaten horse before. It was lovely. I enjoyed it in France.
Intentionally?
Yeah, it was on the menu, and I was like, I hate horses. I'm going to have that. I'm petrified of horses. I've got a horse story, but I don't know if...
What do you mean you've got a horse? Yeah, I'm born right here, a horse story. What's a horse story? Settle in, everyone.
Yeah, settle in. Right, so when I was 12, my school trip was to London, and we went to see, I think it's called the Queen's Guards, where they're on horses and with the thing. And so all of my classmates were stroking the horse, and then I went to go and stroke the horse, and the man kicked me and said, "Piss off, you black bitch," and made the horse, and then the horse went in front of me.
Sorry, can I just clarify, was it the horse that said that? Because if it's a racist horse, then... Well, how weird would you feel about that if there was a talking horse? Wow, this is magical, this is amazing, but he's a racist. Oh, no.
It was like, you know, I'm over the racism, it's not a problem. He got sacked, so it's fine. Honestly, I'm absolutely fine with it.
You've forgiven a racist, but not a horse.
No, I think you make a very good point. Grind them up, put them in a burger.
The problem with meat is that it all looks the same. And what they should do is they should make it like rock. So when you've got beef, it just says cow right the way through it.
You know the cookie cutters you can get? You make different shapes for things. You know, like cookies. Just one shape like a horse. So any burgers that are horse, just come in a horse shape.
Wow, if that's the case, I think I've eaten a lot of dinosaur.
OK, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, the most talked about thing. Yes, the horse meat scandal continues. This meat scandal's opened up a real can of worms, or as our Romanian suppliers would call it, a real can of venison. Fingers up, buzzers. One more thing still to get.
Stop. I'll give you a clue.
Horses. Horse meat again, yeah. We're still talking about horse meat. It's just bloody horse meat and everything. I'm sick and bloody tired of hearing about it. Who gives a shit anyway? Yeah. You know, what does anyone expect? You know, I've always known it's horse meat. You know, you buy cheap burgers, you put them on the grill, they don't even sizzle. They just go... You know, people think that they can spend, you know, £1.20 and I got 150 burgers, and then they're for it in a box, and it's absolutely disgraceful because some of it's horse meat. What the hell did you expect? You're lucky it's horse, frankly. You are lucky it's horse. You know, you go for a kebab, right? Everyone knows, subconsciously, we all know that that's not very nice, what you're eating. So that's why you have to have at least 5 or 6 pints before you summon up the courage to have a kebab. Because you know, basically, it's hospital waste on a stick. I've seen them going around. I've seen one that had a plimsoll on it. It's going around.
You expect kebabs to be made out of missing townsfolk?
It is. Everything's got bloody horse meat. You know, One Direction, they're 28% horse meat. Harry Styles, they give him sugar lumps when he's done a good show.
This is my favourite quote of the week. Was Iceland's chief executive, Malcolm Walker, insisted that supermarkets should not be expected to test for horse in any of their products any more than they should have to test for hedgehogs. It just makes you go, why did you mention hedgehogs?
People were worried that there was a panicky story that maybe the Queen's eaten some horse. The Queen. This is a woman who's eaten the throat out of a badger. She didn't care. Anything.
Apparently, she was served what could have been partly horse meat at Ascot, wasn't she? So well, at least she knew it was fresh. Right.
Would you eat a horse?
No, I wouldn't. I was a vegetarian for many years, which is why I've not developed into a full-grown adult.
I was going to ask about that. I'm so glad you've mentioned it.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't eat horse. I'm quite funny with meat now.
So what won't you eat? What's your...
I've not gone for pork yet, because pork to me feels too similar when you eat it to how it looks when it's in the farm. It's like bacon, for example, it's like someone taking a potato peeler to the back of a pig and then gone, just eat that.
Oh, you're making me hungry just saying that.
Really?
That sounds delicious. I like the crackling when it's still got some hair on it.
Oh, really? Oh, no. No.
Yeah, but you mean that as a euphemism, you dirty sod.
I'll eat anything. I think we should farm elephants. They're massive. They're covered in meat. I'd have big elephant farms. And I'm not talking about locally sourced, small, you know, independent producers. I'm talking about massive factory farms with tens of thousands of elephants in there, chained up, bred entirely for the meat. You could smell them in Inverness. It stinks. There are about 60 square miles just of elephants chained up.
Tell you what, I've just thought, their trunk, imagine the calamari.
Yeah.
You could get...
Once I get elected, we're going to have elephant farms.
Well, should we have a look and see whether horse meat is one of the most talked about things this week? The most talked about thing. Yes, the horse meat scandal continues. IKEA have stopped selling meatballs after finding they contained horse meat. It's terrible. If you can't trust cheap meat products sold as an afterthought in a Swedish furniture shop, what can you trust?